just look at that. Oh, just look at that. And just look at that. Here we are we're in Folkestone in Tesco's, and it's very nice to have Ralph back. And what time did you set off this morning, Ralph?
3:15.
3:15. And how far is it?
230 odd miles.
Good Lord, that's incredible.
I'm ready for breakfast.
Absolutely. Nice to see you again, Ralph.
Nice to see you, Jim. Let's have brekkie.
Absolutely. Good morning. It's 11:15 on Tuesday the 14th of May, and here I am at Folkestone Harbour, and I'm not alone this morning, and I'll tell you why.
Good morning. I'm back.
Yes. Lovely to see you, Ralph.
Nice to be here, Joe. Nice to be here.
What time did you set off from Maestag this morning?
2:45 this morning.
2:45?
Yeah.
Good Lord. And how far is it?
230 odd miles.
Good Lord, you deserve a medal, mate. It's gorgeous to see you, mate. Lovely. And
Yeah, it was a long old trek, Jim.
I imagine. Which way? M4? What,
M4, M25, M3, M25, M20.
Yeah, it's more.
I don't know where else.
What was the M25 like at that time in the morning?
Oh, mental.
Really? Yeah.
I thought I'd get there early enough, but
Yeah, it's one hell of a road, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. I wouldn't like to travel on that every day.
Well, some people do, don't they?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
unbelievable.
Necessity, you know? That's it.
Yeah.
So
So today, Ralph, I mean, you've come to walk with me. It's a bit mundane, really. It's like
Yeah.
one big long promenade, and
Yeah.
we knew that. I mean, things will change when we actually get to Dover and beyond for tomorrow, as an example.
yeah.
But the thing we've both noticed is how slow we're walking because of the headwind. We've got this really strong.
It's not easy, Jim.
Strong easterly. It's been like this for days, really. You know, and looking at the weather forecast for the next few days, it's going to be the same. It's more or less the same for the next week. And we've got this strong easterly, and you'll bet your life by the time I get to Margate and Ramsgate and turn the corner into the Thames estuary, it'll change round. Mind you, it'll be a westerly wind, so if it did, yeah. But it's been a real slog.
It has, yeah.
And the day before yesterday, I had a day off yesterday. I couldn't, I could walk, but I got a sort of a calf strain, and I struggled. So I had a full day off. I've walked about the last 8 or 9 days on the trot. And I thought I'd just give it a rest. It's feeling okay this morning. I can still feel it just a little bit, but it's just a bit of wear and tear, mate. It's wear and tear. So today is going to be quiet, but I know that once we get to the other side of Dover, we've got some hills to negotiate, and we'll be walking up to Deal tomorrow, and we're going to meet a lady who wrote to me saying that she'd like to walk with me, and I'm very much looking forward to it. And that'll be brilliant.
Good,
so
yeah.
we've got those arrangements, and you're going to be with me for 2 or 3 days, 3 or 4 days, or whatever.
2 or 3 days, yeah.
Well, you've come just at the right time when I need some company. I think I've been going
give
slightly.
a little bit of a boost.
Yes, and I noticed I watched back my film from yesterday last night, and I tend to be repeating myself a bit too much. Sort of solved my nose, but now I'm repeating myself. But could never get it completely right.
You'll never sort your nose, Jim.
No, I know. Anyway, it's lovely to see you, Ralph.
Nice to be here, Jim. Nice to be here.
So, if my friend Ralph was here, he would say,
here we go.
just enjoyed a nice cup of tea, Ralph and I, at this place here, right next to Folkestone Harbour, and this is Rachel. It's just a very quick hello, Rachel. Thank you very nice to meet you.
Hi.
And
enjoy your journey.
thank you. Have a look at the blog
I
and
will be.
send me a message.
I will do.
That'd be very
I will
nice.
do.
Thank you
I will
very
do.
much.
You take care.
Thank you. Bye bye now. Bye bye.
Bye. Well, Jim, Betty Bach, you seem to have done well from Land's End to Folkestone. How has it gone for you?
Well, I mean, I know I've seen you twice since I left Land's End, but it's been great. You know, I've been just ploughing on. You know, we've got through January, February, March, April, May, where I've walked a lot. I don't think I've had that many days off. I probably should have had more. I've met some fantastic people along the way, and the scenery and the places. The only bad thing about the walk, almost all of it, has been like punching into this easterly wind, just like it is today, you know, 10-15 miles an hour in your face. It wears you out.
It's a beautiful sunny day, but it's cold.
I know, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you know, it's been like this quite often, especially in the last couple of days. I've really felt it, where coming round like Dungeness was a nightmare because of the pebbly beach, and I've had these pebbly beaches to put up with, and they are a real strain. I hate it, absolutely hate it, but it's got to be done at times. But no, it's gone great really, and I must admit I've kind of surprised myself that I've got this far this quick, and it's just a case of biting the bullet some days, and but I've loved every minute of it. Met some fabulous people along this south coast, and it's been great. It's been absolutely great, and I'm just looking forward to getting to Dover, which will be quite another big landmark for me, really. You know, having gone from Land's End to here, and then of course I turn north, heading back towards Grimsby, and I reckon that's going to be about 50 days, something like that. I've worked it out roughly, 50 walking days that is, which should get me back into Grimsby sometime in July. I would think that's realistic.
Jim, you're doing well and you're looking well. I got to say it.
Thank you.
You do look well.
Thank you.
So, may it long last.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to have you with me, Ralph.
It's nice to be here.
I think you've come just at the right time, when I think I've been losing the plot a little bit, you know, a bit of nervous tension and stuff. The films I've been making over the last few days have not been that good, because it's been just a straight walk along a beach, almost same as today really. There's not a great deal to see, but nevertheless it's the coastal path. It's got to be done, and it's been splendid to be able to say that I've walked right round the coastal path.
You
Lovely.
deserve a pat on the back.
Well, I think I deserve a pint of Stella tonight, don't you? Are we going for it?
I think we'll have a pint tonight, Jim.
Yeah, I think it's a good plan.
I think we deserve a pint of Stella tonight.
Some fish and chips and some...
There we are. Sorted.
Pint of Stella.
Sorted.
Lovely. Well, it's just after 2:30 now, and we're doing pretty well. The wind's still blowing quite strong on the tops here, but it's been a stunning walk. It's full of history, obviously. Dover and Folkestone were right on the front line of the Battle of Britain, and we've just been and seen the museum and everything. It was very touching. It's been a good walk, very interesting. Started off more or less on a promenade, but now we're up and down the hills and on the white cliffs, and it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. We're heading for Dover. I reckon we're about maybe an hour away or something like that. We're going to get to Dover Harbour, and then we're going to make a decision as to whether we're going to carry on or whether we're going to go back, and then bring the van and the car over to we're thinking about St Margaret's Bay, which is just sort of round the corner to the north east of Dover, and that would be a good place away from any risk of probably not being able to get parked. So as I say, it's been a great walk, and we'll just see if Ralph's enjoying it. What do you think then, Ralph?
Fabulous, Jim. Fabulous.
Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. Fabulous.
I never expected it to be as nice as this, to be honest with you. I thought it was going to be a bit mundane, but it's very interesting, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Get to Dover, see how the land lies, and we'll take it from there.
Perfect. This is Lyle. We're not far from Dover now, and he's got this wonderful car here that he tells me is for sale, and it's a Bentley, and it's
GT Continental.
a GT Continental. So why are you selling it then?
I've had my fun. I've had it a couple of years now. I don't use it a lot, so it's time to move it on and maybe get another toy.
Absolutely.
So enjoyed while I've had it.
So if I was to write you a cheque, how much would you be looking for?
I'll be looking for 20,000.
20,000.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Isn't it? How old is it?
It's a 2004.
Yeah.
Got the service history with it, and I've had a lot of work carried out on it as well to bring it, keep it up to scratch really.
Right.
So it's good value for money.
Right. Well, somebody
lot of car for money.
Somebody might contact me to say,
Hopefully,
I want some commission.
Exactly, Jim. Yeah, you'd be more than welcome. As long as they don't knock me down too much.
No. Well, lovely to meet you, Lyle.
Yeah, and you,
Nice
Jim.
one. Cheers.
Thanks, and all the best for your walk.
Thank you very much, mate. Cheers,
You're welcome.
mate.
Thanks, nice to meet you. Bye now.
Bye. I'm not entirely sure of the name of this particular building that I'm stood alongside, but I don't know whether many of you saw Coast, which was about, I don't know, maybe 10-15 years ago it was on the television. I think it was Nicholas Crane, I think his name was, and I remember him being at this spot with a gentleman with a microphone, and this device was used to detect enemy aircraft. And the sound vibrations and the sort of concave kind of concrete structure amplified the oncoming enemy aircraft, and its position could be quite easily directed, or should I say established, by using all sorts of compasses and things like that, which gave the British Bomber Command a chance to get out and attack the enemy. It's a very interesting programme, but I never thought I'd be standing alongside one of these, but it certainly is an incredible building, absolutely amazing. Well, Ralph and I are something like about, say, an hour away from Dover now, something like that, and we've bumped into these lovely people from Belgium. And your name is?
Lynn.
Lynn.
Dave.
And David. And so where are you actually heading to then?
We're going to Hereford.
Hereford, that's an unusual destination. Is there a particular reason you're going to Hereford, if you don't mind me asking?
We're going to do a meditation course.
Ah, wow, that's
Yes.
interesting.
So
Oh,
we're going to walk about 3 weeks
Yes.
and then a 10-day course of meditation.
so you've had plenty of time to think about it with all your
Yes.
previous meditation then in that case. So yes,
Bit.
that's interesting. Can I take you to walk to Hereford then? How many days?
3 weeks.
21 days, yeah.
23 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
About-
Well, that's excellent. Well, the best of luck to you. And is this your first walk ever in Britain then? Have you been here before?
Not in Britain.
Right.
For me, it is my first walk in Britain.
Your
Yes.
first walk in Britain.
Yes.
Good. Well, you've got the wind behind you, which
Yes.
is a good thing, because I've been walking all the way from Land's End to here, more or less, with the wind in front of me. It's been like an easterly wind for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it absolutely exhausts you, you know, at times.
Yes.
And it can be quite chilly, you know, it gets quite cold. But so I dress up quite a lot, really, especially when you're walking on the tops here, where there's that extra bit of wind, you know.
Yeah.
But I wish you every success, and
Yes.
I hope you do it successfully.
You as
Same
well?
to you.
When you get there, I hope you have some really good meditation.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you very
do,
much.
do you have plans when you arrive?
I've got another 50, around about 50 walking days for me to walk back to where I started, which is Grimsby, which is on the east coast, up the east coast near Hull, on the other side of the river, which is where the Hull to Zeebrugge ferry
Yeah.
runs, and then I'll be going up to Scotland and doing Scotland. That's the only part left. But I'll only be walking as far north as I can before the weather turns cold. I won't be spending the winter in Scotland in all the snow and the bad weather.
No.
So I'll get as far as I can and then head back home again and do the rest of it next year. There's no rush.
Yeah.
You know, there's no rush.
No.
Great.
And how long have you been walking now for doing the coast?
I started 13 months ago.
13 months
I
ago.
started last year, April the 12th last year.
Yeah.
And it's been great. I've loved every minute. It's been an absolutely fantastic journey.
I can
I've
imagine.
done all the really tough walks, like the ones on Cornwall and the Southwest Coastal Path and the Pembrokeshire
yes.
Coastal Path. All of the big, you know, high up and down, very scenic, but nevertheless very tough. But now it's a bit easier now. You know, it's levelling off. The only thing I've got to do is walk right along inside the. When I get to the north of Kent, I've got to walk right along to London along there. That's going to be quite a long trek before I can cross the River Thames. But you know, I'm looking forward to it. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Good luck to you. And
You
you've got a
too.
card.
To you too?
Yes.
Keep in touch.
Okay,
Thank you very
we
much.
will.
And you'll see
Great.
yourself on YouTube tomorrow.
Oh,
Great.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. Bye bye. Yeah, that building there is like a pyramid. So here we are in the Red Lion in Hythe. It's 8 o'clock. You've been up since 3 o'clock this morning.
2:15.
Quarter to 2. You've driven 250 miles. You've just walked 18. We caught the bus, got back here. This is our first pint.
Just come in now.
You must
5
be
minutes.
exhausted, Ralph.
I am.
Yeah.
Exhausted, hungry, but I've had a good day.
Yeah. And you've got one hell of a tan. You've really burnt, haven't you?
The wind blowing all day in my face all day.
I know. It's been like that more or less all day, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Yeah. And it got worse at the end. Didn't
Yeah.
it?
I mean, I've said this before. I've been up against that wind for a long time. Like Portsmouth. I've been since Portsmouth.
Yeah.
And
It's not easy. It's not easy.
No.
But it's so cold as well. It just goes through you.
I know.
Even though it's been so sunny all day.
Yeah. I mean, I made the mistake going out one day in my shorts and a t-shirt, and I took my yellow jacket, and I'm really glad I did. And I really got cold. I mean, I was overdressed today, but I'd rather be that way than cold.
Exactly, that's the best way.
You know,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
you need it. You need that extra layer
Yes,
because
yeah.
the wind is cold. You know, I won't be wearing shorts until it's warmed up another 5-10 degrees. When you get on the tops, it's too cold.
Oh yeah.
You know. It's all right in the shade sometimes, and you know, on the streets. But when you're on the seafront, it just comes at you, doesn't it?
Yeah. It was a nice walk, mind Jim. Nice walk, fair play.
Yeah.
It was a pleasant walk. And we're off to Deal tomorrow.
Deal, yes. So we're going to go and park the van and the car in Deal tomorrow morning. We're going to walk.
No,
sorry, I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
In
Dover.
Dover. Walk to Deal. Catch the bus back.
Yeah. I think that works best for us, I think, Jim.
Yeah.
Double landing and everything, so...
Yeah. And then we could just drive up to Deal, and I'll see if I can find a campsite.
Yeah, find a campsite somewhere, yeah. Let's spoil ourselves there for a night.
Absolutely. Well done, Ralph.
No, thank you, Jim, on your achievement of reaching Dover as well.
Yeah. We
Yes,
forgot to take the photograph, didn't we?
In the morning.
Yeah.
In the morning. We do it in the morning.
Yeah. All right, mate. Well done.
Well done to you, Jim.
Thanks a lot,
Excellent.
man. It's lovely to be walking with you today. We've had a good laugh as we
Yeah.
do.
As we always do.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Cheers to you, Jim.
Thanks, mate.